Not so happy new year for global markets. Thank you for joining us for another Bank of Cardiff newscast. A month into the new year and global markets have already experienced something of a roller coaster ride. Investors returning to work after the Christmas break were brought up sharply as markets in Europe and the US endured some of their steepest losses for decades, sparked largely by fears over the continuing rout of the Chinese economy, where sluggish manufacturing figures and the free falling yuan triggered the circuit breakers that resulted in trading being temporarily suspended. Well, many markets seem to be edging dangerously close to bear territory, indicating a fall of 20% or more from their most recent peak. The World Economic Forum in lofty Davos may have wrapped up for another year, but concern about whether China's volatility will induce another recession has dominated discussions. For the elite bankers and CEOs who gathered at the Swiss ski resort for the high-profile event, concerns about China's disappointingly low growth figures, coupled with a continued slump in oil prices, led to inevitable speculation over the impact on global economic growth. Many feel there are few avenues left to explore, with banks' interest rates at all-time lows and billions of dollars worth of quantitative easing already expended trying to support struggling economies. It feels like we're running out of options. Because of the complex challenges that exist, even minor disruptions are capable of causing disproportionately serious consequences. It may be that a correction is inevitable in light of the measures that have had to be taken just to keep the markets ticking over. As far as commodities are concerned, the good days appear to be over, partly due to reduced expectations from China and hemorrhaging crude prices. Iran's re-entry to the oil markets is causing fur to fly, while the relentless US fracking contingent has stolen some of OPEC's thunder, and nobody wants to cut production. All this against a backdrop of slowing economies which herald a decline in demand for fuel. Well, the International Energy Agency has warned that oil markets could drown in oversupply this year. The IMF's Christine Lagarde said the organization was confident that the global economy would grow by 3.4% this year, while admitting that the fragile state of some emerging market economies, added to the problems of China's slowdown and falling commodity prices, was still cause for concern, especially in light of the Federal Reserve's recent interest rate rise. The IMF issued a stark warning saying that, quote, if these key challenges are not successfully managed, global growth could be derailed. Ironically enough, as the delegates wended their way home at the end of the week from a predictably snowy Switzerland, extreme weather conditions across the Atlantic were boosting oil prices past the benchmark $30 figure. At the same time, stock markets seem to be regaining some of the ground recently lost, following hints by the European Central Bank that further action to support the Eurozone was likely to be on the cards. Join us later this week for another Bank of Cardiff newscast. And remember that all of our newscasts are available on our website, www.bankofcardiff.com/newscasts.